Hello, how are you guys? Welcome. It's time for our live portion of our workshop. So I am Jamie Winters. My light's not wanting to work for me tonight. So I hope you guys have enjoyed all the posts so far. It was nice to have you guys here supporting our amazing hostess. But before I even get started, I want to give a huge shout out to our host because without you, none of this would be possible. So thank you so much for allowing me to share all of this information. I'm gonna have to give up on this light, but it helps so you guys can see things better. So thank you for letting me share this information with the people that you care about. So thank you. I'm just giving up on that. Okay, so tonight I have some fun demos lined up. So Norwex has been around for 29 years. We provide products to people in 21 countries across 4 continents, and our headquarters is here in the US in Texas, and our largest distribution center is in Indianapolis. So let's get started. I've been a consultant and a healthy home educator for a little over 2 years now. My cousin actually invited me to her Norwex online event just like this, and that's kind of where it all started for me. It was really kind of the first time I'd ever heard about chemicals in products. I mean, I knew there was chemicals, but harmful chemicals in products. I just always trusted the things that I grew up with, and I started to investigate, learning a lot, looking at different articles online during that week of that first Norwex party I was in, and I knew that I needed to make the switch. And when I did that, I learned that I needed to share this with everyone, because if I didn't know, other people don't know either. I learned that headaches, allergy, asthma, skin rashes are all major health issues that are impacting everyone, and they all have one thing in common, which you've heard me say this before. It's toxic chemicals that we are bringing into our home. So here's the thing. My youngest son, he's always been my sick kid. Well, when he was about 6 months old, we started having urgent care visits with him. He always had a cold. He always had a runny nose. He was always coughing all the time. Then in October 2019, we had our first ER visit for his breathing, and he had his first x-ray. He got to hang out for a while in the ER, but they got his, breathing back under control after some steroids and just other medications. But then came May of 2020, and we all know how scary of that time was for everyone. Well, we ended up in the ER because of his breathing, and I was terrified that he had COVID at 2 years old. Luckily, he didn't. He had just rhinovirus, which to you and me is the common cold, but to his little body, he just couldn't fight it on his own. So he was put on oxygen, we were put in an ambulance, and we were taken down to the nearest children's hospital. Once we arrived there, the doctor got to kind of look him over, and then they had to tell me that I needed to be prepared for what the next steps might be. They had him on the highest powered oxygen machine that they could have for his age at that hospital. And if his oxygen levels didn't improve in the next 2 hours, we would be taking a helicopter to Iowa City, and he would be put on a ventilator. And because COVID was happening, ventilators were very scarce. So they actually already had his name on the list for one to get him one reserved in case that was needed. Like, I was terrified. I also was in the hospital by myself because of COVID. So then I had to call my husband and explain all of this to him, and it was just a very, very scary time. But luckily he did improve. We didn't have to go to Iowa City. We didn't have to do the ventilator. We did spend 3 days of him on that high-powered oxygen, but he did okay, and we got to go home. He was doing good for, a few months, and then next thing I know, make this short, we had 2 more ER visits. We had another 2-day hospital stay, and we had learned to recognize the signs to get him to the hospital sooner so that we didn't have that scare. So we knew exactly what was going on, but it was still really scary to see his little body fighting so hard. We were told it was possibly asthma, but nobody wanted to officially say that because of his age. And this all was happening, his second hospitalization was happening before I found Norwex. I was slow to remove the toxins from my home, but, because we'd spent the money on it. But I can tell you that after we did get rid of everything, he's not, knock on wood, he's not had those breathing issues. They've gotten so much better. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, but to me that just seems very related. And I wish I would have found Norwex sooner so we never had to deal with any of that. So that is why I'm a consultant. That is why I want to share with you So past that, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you some easy swaps here tonight. So I'm going to jump right out of the gate with these two. I'm going to switch them. So this is our Enviro cloth, and this is our window cloth. Oh, before I go any further, I do want to encourage you to ask questions. I'm not going to be reading them right now because I'll get too distracted, but I'll come back later in the chat and answer all of them. So say hello if you're live. Do hashtag replay if you're watching on replay later. And also just let me know how you know our amazing host. Okay, so I've got the Enviro cloth here, and this goes with the window cloth. The Enviro cloth, I've actually had this one, well, I've had all of this for over 2 years from when I signed up. And I use it all the time. I can use it probably to clean about 80% of my home with just these two cloths. So the Enviro cloth is actually how Norwex got started, and it's a mechanical cleaning cloth. It's special for a few reasons. The first reason is because of the size of the fiber in the cloth. So for a cloth to be considered microfiber, the cloth needs to be a minimum of 1/6 of a human hair. So that's pretty tiny. I mean, take, the smallest strand of your hair that you can and split it 6 times. So that's the definition of what microfiber is. But the Norwex Enviro cloth, it has 1/200th of a human hair. So that's super, super tiny. And it's going to be a lot different than the microfiber you're going to find in your grocery store or on Amazon or anywhere else you can find it. Because this is going to be so much, it's just a superior cloth. It also, another benefit is it has a star-shaped fibers. So when you're cleaning the surface with the Enviro cloth, those star-shaped fibers kind of just like suck up everything into the cloth, and it creates like that capillary effect, which is great, and it holds onto everything, so when you're wiping, it's not going to transfer from like one surface to the next surface. Then the third thing that makes this super cool is that it has silver in it. So silver is a natural antibacterial and a natural antimicrobial. And microbial? I don't know how to say that. So the Enviro cloth, I can physically remove grease, grime, dirt, up to 99% of bacteria with just using water. And once that bacteria is in the cloth, it's going to hold onto it so it doesn't spread around from one surface to the next surface. And then that silver, what that's going to do is it'll start working immediately to physically destroy the bacteria that I've collected in it. And then the window cloth, so that's the Enviro cloth. So then the window cloth, whenever I'm cleaning something that's shiny, so your windows, mirrors, faucets, anything just shiny, that's what you're going to use this for, to kind of clean that up. So I'm going to do a quick demo for you. So normally for this demo, people use butter. I'm not in my kitchen, I'm in my office in the basement. So I don't have that. But I do have one of my favorite products. This is our body balm, and it's basically a chapstick for your body. And I love it for dry, cracked skin, for like the back of your heels, the back of your hand. It's USDA organic, and it has just like a really nice gentle fragrance, but not like a feminine one. Like my husband uses it, my kids use it. So I'm gonna take this mirror and I'm gonna take this body balm. So it's our small mirror, but I'm just gonna kind of put this on here. So this is gonna be kind of like our dirt. So instead of butter, in the past I probably would have used paper towels, and I would have used this blue liquid. You know what it is, but I don't anymore. So when I was using this bottle, what I didn't know is it has cadmium in it, which is a mixture of ammonia, gas, and water. And then it has a lot of other ingredients, and all of those ingredients kind of create like a chemical soup that causes issues with our respiratory system. So my son. So that's just one of the products that I don't use anymore. That's why I have an empty bottle. So I just have my Enviro cloth. I already have it damp with water, and so you fold it in half like a couple times, like I have it here, and then I just kind of do this and get it clean. Now because I folded it, I do have 8 clean size because I can just kind of like unfold it, but the cloth is super dense, so whatever I wipe off on here is not going to come onto this size, because it actually has 10 million feet of fabric. So like I said, it's just super absorbent. Once I clean one side, then it doesn't transfer to the other side. So if Okay, so I'm just going to clean the mirror off. I was thinking there was something else I wanted to say. But it's going to physically remove all the body balm. And then now, if this wasn't a shiny surface, I'd be done. But since it's a shiny surface, I'm just going, and I want that streak freeness on it, I'm just going to take my window cloth. It's really hard on this small surface. And you can see that it's clean. And it just brings it to that streak-free shine with very little effort, very, very little effort. So if you have like puppies or little ones or just a high traffic area that has like a glass door, these two cloths are going to make your life so much easier because you're able to clean faster and better. Oh, and I didn't say this one you use dry. So this one wet with water, this one dry. And when you're using this, you want it to be flat on the surface because those teeny tiny, those star-shaped fibers I talked about, that's what's going to help them do their job so that they can pick everything up. But it's not just for dirtying windows and mirrors. It's your deep cleaning cloth. So later I am going to post a video of another consultant doing a chicken demo. And she's going to kind of show you the difference between this and these. I don't do the demo because I don't use these. I refuse to use them in my house. But some other consultants who are amazing, they've done it. And they allow us to share their videos. So the other day I spent a lot of time posting about chemical cleaners and our products. And in one of those posts, I talked about this cleaner. When you clean with this product or like this one, like you're spraying the surface or swiping it, that's what we call chemical cleaning. But when you're cleaning with Norwex, with this is what we call mechanical cleaning or physically cleaning because we are physically removing what's on the surface without applying anything to get the job done. But when I did use these wipes, guys, before I stopped, I never read the instructions on the back. So I wasn't even properly using them properly. Have you read them? I'm going to show you here in big, bold print, if I can find it. It's on here. Where is it? Oh, right here. Here you go. Hazardous to humans and domestic animals. So why are we using that in our house? It's because it's considered a pesticide, and so they have to put that on the labels. So like think of like pesticides have the same thing that's like a weed cleaner. So think of that as like just literally walking around your house spraying weed cleaner. Yeah, don't do that. And then another thing that it says on here that I didn't know is it says that you must leave it on the surface for 4 minutes. I don't know if you can read that on here. And it must be visibly wet for 4 minutes. Does anyone do that? I never did. And then also it says on here, if you're using it in, where is that at? If you're using it, rinse food contact surfaces with clean potable water after disinfecting. Meaning in your kitchen. You shouldn't use this in your kitchen. You have to clean it with water afterwards. So like, why are we using this? I really just, you're literally just rubbing pesticides all over your house. And I get it. I did it too. Like, no judgment. I was you. These also have fragrance in them. And fragrance can actually, then they say that on the label, it can contain up to 3,000 additional stock chemicals that are pretty hazardous to us. And manufacturers do not have to disclose those chemicals because it's considered a trade secret. So you have no idea what those are. And there's actually very little regulation on cleaning products and no testing for human safety whatsoever. So, I used to associate clean with that chemical smell. I don't anymore. Norwex is going to replace these disinfectants, their window cleaners, all those things that contain a lot of harmful chemicals, which I've talked about in the workshop. But all of these products, you also have to keep repurchasing them over and over and over again. I haven't purchased any new EnviroCloths in over 2 years since I got my first ones. This is my first one. I just haven't needed to buy it. So, you use so many paper towels to get those windows streak clean and you never could, or streak free. now I can, and I'm not wasting anything. So I just, also stopped using chemicals when I dust. So this is our dusting mitt. And you can use this to dust your entire house. They're fantastic. You do want to like rub it together to make that static charge before you use it, because that charge is going to make a positive where dust is like negative. So I have this here, and it's just like flour from your kitchen, and I'm going to sprinkle this on my Norwex cutting board, which you need a Norwex cutting board. If you don't have one, they're amazing. They're made out of rice husk, and I'll show you here in just a second. So they're awesome. Like, it's actual like rice husk, so they're just great. Now this one, so can you see the flour on here? I don't know why I just rubbed it. That was silly. So I thought I had my mitt on my hand, and I didn't. So I don't even remember which side I made the static electricity on, so let me do that quick. So you just can use this on your shelves, your air vents, anything that has dust on it, and you can literally just take it and you're going to trap it all in. So let me get this up here so you can see. So you see that white? That's all the flowers that was on here. And then all you have to do to clean it is you can take it through the sink, rinse it off, or you can take a rubber brush, hold it over the garbage can, and just like kind of rub this over here. But if you do get it, like need to rinse it out because it's pretty dirty, they do have these like hang tags, so you can just like hang it. So there's that. And then I will share the care instructions for all of your Norwex here in a second. If you do use it properly and all of that, it'll last you 10 years. So you don't have to worry about all that. But I will share the care instructions here soon. But sometimes when I'm cleaning, I need just like a little bit more muscle. So if you have toilet rings, rust stains, soap scum, so your EnviroCloth is gonna work pretty well. But when you have like those bigger things, like those rust stains and all that, you're gonna want to grab our elbow grease and a jar. So this is the Norwex cleaning place. This is going to replace all of those harsh chemicals like your bathroom scrubbers, your bathroom sprays. I used to associate bathroom cleaners like, I don't know, they're really stinky and I always had to clean with the bathroom window open. Like, I don't need to do that anymore. But one container of this, and it smells really good. It's made of marble flour, coconut oil, and natural soap. But this is going to be like your muscle. So I'm going to actually take a Sharpie and I'm going to write on here. I'm writing. And I wrote on here 200 to 400. And the reason why I wrote that on here is because if you're looking at all this stuff and you're like, I need everything. Because like, I need it. And that was me. So you need to host your own party. So because most hosts usually get between $200 and $400 in free Norwex from hosting. So when they host with me. So with the cleaning paste, I'm just going to take my damp EnviroCloth, and mine's chopped up because I use it to make samples, and it smells really good, guys. And it's a powder, and we do that on purpose. But so you just use your damp EnviroCloth and get it on here. You don't need a lot. Let me put that lid on because I don't want that to spill. But by hosting with me, guys, you're gonna get like $200 to $400. You're gonna be able to knock stuff off your wish list, get a bunch of stuff for free, and all of that. So now that this has had a chance to dry, I'm gonna show you how I use it with just this damp EnviroCloth. So I wipe that off, and I'm gonna show you with my finger. This one's like, it's not like, this isn't, and it just wipes off, and it really is very little effort to get that off. So, and that's, it's healthy for you, so you don't have to, like, if you use that in your tub, you don't need to, like, wait for your, I don't know, get those chemicals out. It's clean. You can put your kids in the bathtub right afterwards. So it works really well. And, it's not toxic, because, like I said, it's made with that marble flour, coconut oil, and natural soap. And it smells really good, too. But yeah, so like I was saying, when you're done with the bathtub, you can, like, your little ones can take a bath right after you're done cleaning it. You're not filling the tub with a bunch of chemicals, that you don't want to get into, like, their little bodies. So this, cleaning paste is going to be a safer alternative for those, like, super tough jobs, but it's going to also be super effective. you know, some of those big products I used to buy for those big jobs, they like I said, the chemicals were just so strong, and they're also super expensive. This one container can last you 3 to 5 years. This one I've had since I became a consultant. I've sent samples out of it, and I still have half of it left. So it's going to last a long time, and it's going to get the job done. So let's talk about how to care for your Norwex, because you want to get the most from your investment. Your Norwex will easily last you, like I said, 10 years plus if you take care of it. You actually don't need to wash it every time you use it, because of the silver in the microfiber is going to destroy that bacteria that you've collected, which is pretty nice. So like you just take it to under warm water, rub it together, rinse it out, and then all of our cloths have these hang tags, so then you can just like hang it up, and then overnight as it's drying, the silver is going to continue to do its job, and it's going to get rid of all of those nasties. So then you're ready to go again the next day. Once a week though, you do want to wash them in the machine, just to kind of get all of that gunk out of there. But when you wash them, you want to wash them on hot, no fabric softener, no dryer sheets, no bleach, because those 3 things can actually degrade the fibers over time, and it's not gonna let them work so well. So you can use organic cleaners or chemical-free laundry detergents. I recommend the laundry detergent, the Norwex laundry detergent here, but you also want to avoid like washing it with linty items, because that's gonna, like, the cloths are designated to grab stuff, so it's gonna like grab onto it's gonna just grab onto all that lint in your washing machine, so you don't want to wash it with those. So don't wash it with like sweatshirts, fleece, blankets, but like your non-linty items are totally fine. So you can wash it with like your underwear, your bras, your jeans, like dry fit clothing. All those things are gonna be totally fine. Just use filler-free, fragrance-free detergent. And again, we want to stay away from filler chemicals, because it's going to degrade them over time. So speaking of all that laundry, when you do your laundry, I used to use this. I'm not going to say what it is, but one of the first things that I learned when switching to Norwex was that my old beloved laundry detergent had I say this wrong all the time, formaldehyde, which is a preservative of major laundry detergents. I don't think I'm saying that right, but you know what I mean. And we all know what it's used for. It also has a carcinogen in it, which is like a furniture polish, which has petroleum. And in that carcinogen, yeah, it's just crazy. I'm bad with all these words, fancy words, guys. But I don't use any of that in my Norwex anymore. So I was shocked when I found out all the things that were in here. Like, you should research what you're using. But it was coating your clothes with all those chemicals, and then, you know, it made your clothes feel scratchy and itchy. So what did you do? You poured in some of this fabric softener, or you used dryer sheets to soften them back up, which dryer sheets, I didn't know, is the second most toxic thing in our homes. It emits something called VOCs, and according to the American Lung Association, harmful VOCs or it was in the fabric softeners, not the dryer sheets. Oh no, it is in both. Is responsible for the respiratory issues of over 12.5% of our population, probably my child. So how crazy is that? So stay away from those, especially with your Norwex. You just don't want to use that. So, and like if you have like people with sensitive skin, little ones, all that, you just want to be careful with what you're using in your home, and in their laundry. So this bottle here is our laundry detergent mixed with water. I put powder in here mixed with water, and like you can see through it. And like there's soap in here. Like I'll prove to you that there's not just water. Like there's Norwex laundry detergent in here. And I have a question for you. Where is it at? How many loads of laundry do you think are in this container? Comment, and I want to look. So how much do you think is in here? This is about less than a half a cup full in here. How many loads do you think I can do in here? This is our Ultra Power Plus. And again, look how nice that is. I don't know why this, like, other stuff felt normal to me, and to just like keep using it, because I was like literally coating my clothes with it, and I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me, and I don't like, why are we doing that, and why are companies allowed to do that to us? But when we know better, we can do better. So like, don't feel ashamed. You didn't know. But it's those small changes that can make a huge impact on our family and our health. And the Ultra Power Plus, and I'm going to go look back and look for your comments. So make sure you're telling me how many loads you can get in here. I want to see it in the chat. How many do you think is in here? But so the Ultra Power Plus is just a superior laundry detergent. Like, it's seriously the best. I don't know, it's the best laundry detergent I've ever used in my life. I'll never switch to anything else. It's USDA certified. It has no phosphates, no phthalates, no SLS, no SLES, no chlorine bleach, no fillers, no optical brighteners, no animal testing, no dyes, no fragrances. It's all printed right here. So it's great if you have sensitive skin, or if you have babies, or anyone in the home with sensitive skin. It's going to be like the best thing you've ever used. So back to my question. And I will go back through the comments, so I hope you all had time to comment. What are your guesses? This has 35 loads of laundry in it. 35. So it's, if you use a high efficiency washing machine, that is. I only use half a teaspoon per load. If you had a regular like washer that wasn't HE, and depending on your water, you may use more like 2 to 3 teaspoons per load. But high efficiency washing machines use less water, so you need less product. And so like there's no fillers in this, so that's why, you know, these have so many fillers in them, so you always needed more. You needed more product to do your laundry. But because we don't have those fillers, you can actually use less. So that's pretty awesome. Oh, and it's also a multi-purpose. So you can actually take a teaspoon of it and put in a spray bottle. And I didn't grab one, so I can't show you, but we do have spray bottles. You can use any glass spray bottle. And you turn it into an all-purpose cleaner. So you can use it to pre-treat stains. If your dog walks in the house through your carpet with muddy paws, you just spray that cleaner on there, and then wipe your carpet with your EnviroCloth, and it's all gone. Like the EnviroCloth is going to work on those hard surfaces and soft surfaces for you. So you just use that multi-purpose and sprinkle a little bit. You can also put a little in a mason jar, clean your jewelry, clean your makeup brushes. If you have a carpet shampooer, you can put it in there as like, instead of the shampoo, put that in there mixed with water. There's like 100 different things that you can use the Ultra Power Plus for. And if you have a septic system, it's actually safe for septic systems. It's actually recommended. It's USDA certified. It's 97% bio-based. So it's just an all-star. All right. So, yeah, it's great. If you don't have it, you need it. You need to have it. I think that's all I wanted to say on that. I literally lost my train of thought. Okay, so this is a great month to have to be in a party. We have some awesome spend and gets from Norwex. So I don't have those on me, but if you spend so much money, you get like freebies or discount. No, they're not freebies, sorry. They're discounted, but I'm offering freebies. And if you get like our starter set, which is the Safe Haven 5, that comes with an EnviroCloth, cleaning paste, dusting mitt, all of the things I've showed you so far. So if you get that, it's what I call like our level 1. And if I haven't posted these already, I will post them. But if you do that, you get 2 freebies from me. You get a spiral net for your oven and spiral sponges, which are really good with that cleaning paste for those really tough jobs. And then in the Safe Haven 5, so I have the laundry detergent here, the Ultra Power Plus powder one. But we do have other ones. We have a liquid, and then we also have like the Eco Wash ones that you can they're like, I don't know, paper. But so if you do that, then you're gonna get these 2 freebies from me, but then you can also stack that this with the spend and get from Norwex. And then also in this party, if you spend $125 or more with me, you just stack all of those deals with it. But then you also get to pick a free gift. So you can pick like the face and body cloth, which I'll show you how that works. I have it here. You can get the travel EnviroCloths, the counter cloths, or the netted dishcloth. But let's talk about the face and body cloth really quick. So I haven't used I haven't used any face cleaners or soaps in over 2 years since I've got it. And like my skin has never felt better or looked better. That actually can come in our, sorry, I'm all over the place, in our Safe Haven Package Plus. So you get the Safe Haven 5 plus the face and body cloths. And then from me, oh, and the spiral sponges. But then for me, you get to choose 2 freebies, either the counter cloths or the Fluff and Tumble dryer balls, which are going to replace your dryer sheets, and they're amazing. But the face and body cloth come in a 3-pack. And so you just kind of use that on your face to like exfoliate. But I'm going to do a demo with you. So this is got just water on it, but it's going to remove bacteria, excess oils. It's great for sensitive skin. And I am just going to kind of do, so like I replace this with like a lot of those chemical products that I used to work, and it was just like drying my skin before. So you just get this wet with water, wring it out. Mine's kind of getting a little dry. So I usually use it a little bit more damp, but it's really nice. So you can get also, if you have a party with me, you can get this for free just by hosting a party. Our lovely host got one. So I'll send you one of these for free. You are going to love it. So this is, just wet with water, and yes, this was a Sharpie that I just literally drew on my face. So this is kind of to like pretend like it's your matte, eyeliner or mascara. I don't have any of that on, but you're just going to hold it on here for a second to kind of like break that up. And then you just gently move it around. And like this exfoliating is so good for your skin. I can't tell if I got it. Guys, I'm trying to use I think I got it. Yeah. So it just like stimulates your skin. It's really powerful. If you wear a lot of makeup and eyeliner, like that's gone. And it wasn't rough on my face. So it's awesome. Yeah, so I literally just drew a Sharpie on my face. Did you see that? It's gone. If you didn't see it, you can't see it anymore. But that is gonna like represent those eyeliners, those waterproof mascaras, the best ones in the world. And I just like, it's gone. I just use this face and body cloth, damp with water. And also I use this to shave my legs. I no longer buy shaving cream. I'm just in the shower, it's wet, and you just like go up your leg, and I don't, like, you just go up and then you, with your razor, and I like literally, I don't need shaving cream, I don't need face cream or like face wash anymore. It's just like I've saved so much money in the last 2 years not buying those things. Like add up how much you spend on that, and then look at the cost of this. So like I said, if you spend $125 or more, you can get this free from me. Or if you host a party, I will send you a free one. If you spend $125 or more and host a party, you'll still get all of that. Like I'll group it together and you'll get all of them for free. But it's like I said, it's in our starter set, the Safe Haven 5 Package Plus. And so it comes with mirror cloth, window cloth, dusty mitt, kitchen towel and kitchen cloth, which are basically like your Embroil cloths, but they are like just specific to your kitchen. And then I do have a dryer ball. So our because it comes with a spiral sponge, you can either pick a Fluff and Tumble dryer ball or counter cloths from me. Now this is all for me. So these are awesome. They're from New Zealand. They're New Zealand wool. So, and most people who host a party with me have just like a super long wish list. So I'm all over the place right now. But if you have a particular item you want, like, just like we can get through all the basics. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up because I think I've been going for a really long time and I'm like losing my train of thought. So, now I'll go back through, like I said, at the beginning, and I'll look for questions, if anything I missed, all that good stuff. But so I wanted to show you, this is the most coveted Norwex product. It's the Norwex mop system. Oops, I just hit my wall, my ceiling. Hope I didn't wake my kids up. So it's super fast and easy. It uses just water. It's going to replace like your Swiffer, which like my floors never felt clean, or like they were always sticky after I mopped them with that, like those chemicals. Almost like a tacky. I don't know. It just was never clean. But this mop, not the best room to show this in because my ceiling, I'm in the basement. The ceilings aren't that high, guys. They look high because I'm short, but they're not that high. But it comes with these 2 mop pads. So you have your dry and your wet. And so you're going to use your dry one first. So this is the dry mop pad, and it has labels. So you don't have to like remember. It has labels and it tells you. But the dry mop is going to be like your new broom. It's going to pick everything up like dog hair, the fuzz, the dust bunnies, all those things around your house. It's just going to hold it right in there. It's like the Enviro cloth for your floors. And then when you're done, you just take this and brush it off right into your garbage can. And then of course it does have the hang tag, so if like you need to like wash it out. Oh my gosh, I'm holding the wrong one. This is our wet one. This is our dry one. Either way, the tags tell you, so you don't have to keep track of it. But both of them, you can do that. But they both have those hang tags too. These can go in your washer with all of your other Norwex. And they just, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show this. They just like Velcro on. Yeah. And you want to hear something awesome? This has a 5-year warranty. How many mops and brooms can you buy that have a 5-year warranty on them? I don't know. But, so if you host a party, you can also earn one of these for free. If you want to join Norwex, like me, you can get yours free, just like I did, because it comes in your starter kit. So I didn't pay for mine. It came free. I got it for free. But I will post about that, like after this. I have posts coming about that. So I think I've covered everything. I'm rambling at this point, but I'll come back through and I'll check all of your questions. Probably tomorrow because it's getting late, but maybe tonight. We'll see how I feel. But I'll go through and see if there's anything I didn't cover, or maybe you're looking through the catalog or online and you have questions. Just like, you can shoot me a message or comment under the post. I can answer all of your questions here. So the party is like, it'll close in 3 to 4 days. And I will do a grand prize drawing for anyone who has ordered $50 or more at that point. Just as like a thank you for supporting our amazing host. So $50 order, your name goes into the drawing. And we'll do that before we close the party. So like 3 or 4 days. If you do need more time, just let me know. We can definitely work with you. But if you don't tell me, I don't know. But I do hope you guys had fun. I hope I taught you something. I hope I didn't ramble too much. But I hope you're learning something in the workshop, because I have been sharing links. Check those out. If you do have questions, let me know. I'm here. But thanks again, guys. Bye.